Murphy, migrating back to a new Milo Murphy's Law review. And if you haven't seen the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of season 2 of Milo Murphy's Law. And we start with the first one, which is another good one. And it starts with Melissa and Milo drinking this lemonade and wondering how it tastes. And he's like, maybe I should have used lemons, actual lemons. Then it's not lemonade. They're like, they're saying that they drink in lemonade, but it's not actually lemonade because he didn't actually do any lemons. And then Zach, after showing this flashback, like his dad saying, "You a city folk," and then yeah, just needing their help when it comes to doing these chores with his at his uncle's farm, Zach's uncle's farm, and yeah, telling you a city folk, doing that whole flashback again, and yeah, giving them the chores, and we see Dakota and Cavendish having to go and find this artifact that they believe that came from aliens, and then they see this gate, and then the farmer is of course not letting them in, and then after saying please, it seems like they're going to get in, but no, they get sprayed. And then Zach is trying to milk a cow, but he grabs a cat, he grabs some baby ducks, he even gets sprayed with milk as well. And the cow just saying city boy. Yeah, not city folk. So it was a city boy that his dad said. My bad. And yeah, we see this machine for doing milk. And yeah, the whole cat's again. And yeah, it's overloading and milk spews everywhere. But they still managed to do it, so they counted it. And why don't you go help the pigs now? Again, I love this cow. So sarcastic. And yeah, they got some helmets to protect them just in case they get kicked in the face by this horse. And yeah, they find this pebble, which ends up causing these different things to happen, which causes this hay to fall into him. And then, yeah, we see Cavendish and Dakota drying off, and they're like, remember what the farmer said? And then, yeah, they flash back to, we see a third time what Zach's dad said. And they're like, what was that? I love that. What was that? I don't know. It was somebody else's flashback. I just love that they acknowledged that. Like, what was that? But yeah, they remember what the farmer said. He won't let any of them in unless if it's aliens. Which, yeah, they disguise themselves as aliens to get in. But of course, nobody's there, so they use the fence. And then Milo and the gang making some scarecrows, which, yeah, really cool, really impressive. And then Zach is almost and ends up getting turned into a scarecrow. And then they have to feed the pigs. And yeah, we see this little pig. And the chicken coop just randomly explodes. And yeah, we see that farmer and see he finds the aliens to get what of course is Cavendish and Dakota. And they find the artifact. And yeah, they get it all freaked out. And yeah, we see this montage musical number of them just running and screaming at each other. And just a lot of funny stuff and chaos that is occurring as well, which yeah, Zach's uncle is very pleased, especially how they managed to do the corn as well. And yeah, Zach showing his parents all the pictures, and yeah, his dad wondering what the time that they managed to get this picture, photograph proof picture on the papers. Yeah, pretty funny. And then we go to the next episode, and yeah, it starts with, and it's another good one, and it starts with Milo and Zach preparing for this robot building competition, and yeah, it ends up going to this girl's food, and yeah, it seems like there's a spark between, or that she has on Milo, and of course, yeah, Melissa isn't so happy because she's having to do this. I can't. It's hard to describe exactly, but what it is, but yeah, then we see those two agents again, and she goes over to the limo, the car, and sees all these gadgets, and then yeah, the other agent gets left behind, And then he remembers, flashing back of, hey, you forgot me. Hey, you forgot me. Hey, you forgot me. Are you? How he's always been left behind. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz is, of course, the judge on this robot building contest and giving them the supplies. And yeah, we see the lady, Agent, and Melissa, and about to erase her memory as well. Which then Dakota's and Cavendish's old boss calls in and saying of this little sister program that the agent is actually taking of what it seems. And yeah, they're having to work together on this, which is really cool, I would just say. And yeah, this elderly lady coming up to the agent and her feeling so lonely as well. And yeah, they have some time together, just doing different things. And it actually is kind of wholesome, I would say. Him helping, spending time with this elderly lady who's lonely. And then we see the school in flames, and yeah, a giant robot that has taken over, and yeah, the agent is fighting and wondering what happened. Melissa says, and yeah, they were just built did this robot as a nightlight, which then putting this red bulb inside, and it just taking all these different robot parts and making it huge. So now they're having to go back in time to stop it from happening. Which then they break down the door to Milo's house and go into the bathroom and see Doofenshmirtz clipping his toenails. Which then they have to go back 15 minutes later and then yeah, slam him onto the floor and tell him where's that box of robot parts and with that red bulb. And then they go 2 hours to kill a robot, which yeah, we see the box with all that with the red bulb, and yeah, Melissa just telling Milo and Zach about their robot that's going to destroy everything, and tells them to sit down, which causes this screw of the chair to go everywhere and causes this chemicals to go into the ground. And yeah, the agent saves this guy, and of course, yeah, the dignifying her age of what it looks 39, and yeah, the light bulb combining with her phone and then combining with all these other different things too, and them just trying to stop it. And yeah, they managed to do so. And yeah, she says that Melissa did really good, and they'll be seeing her again hope soon. And yeah, she goes back to get her partner. And then that elderly lady is like, thank goodness, he was so needy. Like, okay. But yeah, really good episodes here. I'd like to know what y'all think. And catch you next one.